Alright guys, in this video we're going to give you the first impressions for the 6 new leaders coming in OP5. Guys, some of these leaders are absolutely amazing. They're going to change the game. They're going to make the game really broken. Other leaders are just fun. They're not going to change a lot, but they might be a little bit hectic. They might force you to play a little bit differently, but besides that, they're not going to change the game a lot. I've already looked at all these leaders, but yeah guys, I'm going to give you my impressions. Let's jump right in. We'll start with Anel here. Opponent's turn once per turn. So during the opponent's turn once per turn, when your number of life becomes 0, add 1 card from the top of your deck to your life, then trash 1 card. You can trash any card you want, which is great. That means you can trash non-counter cards. He is a 4 life yellow, so that's going to hurt him a little bit. So, but he also doesn't want that many life anyway. So I think a way to play with this is gonna be different. You're gonna play with this leader a little bit differently. You're actually gonna take all the hits really early. You're gonna play a bunch of triggers. Take all the hits early. Let the triggers play out, and then immediately start activating your ability by turn 4 or 5. Start using your ability consistently. At that time, you already have a full field or you have a really big hand, and you're just going to be able to counter out of anything the opponent's playing. Also being yellow, you're just going to be able to reshuffle triggers into your life. So as long as you can hold off some big attacks, you're going to be fine. Just play some blockers, and so you can opt to choose when to block and when you want to take that hit, allowing you to stay alive a little bit longer. But yeah, the only problem with this, he's not going to be running Big Mama, so he's going to be playing a little bit differently. He needs his own support. And I wonder if his support actually gives him more cards in life if he gets to 0, because that's just going to make this deck really, really hard to play against. Also, this Yamato works perfectly in this deck, so yeah, as you can see, that 9-drop Yamato is going to be amazing. But yeah, guys, that's Anel. I don't think he's gonna change the game. He's gonna force you to play against him differently. He's gonna take a lot of hits, and he's just gonna play his triggers out, and then he's gonna start pressuring into you. So actually, this is a leader that likes to get hit, so maybe be careful with that. But yeah, I would put him tier A maybe, not tier S. I wouldn't say tier S. I mean, 4 life. I don't know. I don't know if he's insanely crazy. I don't know if this ability is spammable like with other characters or something like that, being able to gain 2 life. I know like Yamato, for example, can give him a life, and then he can give himself a life, then Yamato can give him a life. I mean, I don't know, that's amazing right there. He can definitely stack it up, so maybe this is even better than Queen, and I put Queen at a really high tier, so this is A tier for sure. Let's move on, guys. We have another leader here. We have Sabo. Let's check Sabo out. Dawn ×1, black and red. Opponent's turn once per turn. So during your opponent's turn, if your character with 5,000 or more would be KO'd, you may give that character -1,000 during this turn instead of that character being KO'd. This is a great card, a great leader, allowing you to keep your field alive. Unfortunately, I don't think it's enough, because one great idea I was thinking about with this deck was to save your blocker so you can keep blocking with the same blocker every turn. But it's a 5k power or more, and not a lot of blockers are 5k power or more, so it's kind of forcing you to build the deck a little bit differently, and I don't think a lot of people are going to like that. I do like his ability though. It is kind of capped at Dawn ×1, so he has to keep that Dawn so the opponent can catch him off guard sometimes whenever he doesn't put that Dawn underneath himself, or if he plays a full turn, like for example turn 2 where he needs to play a 4 cost, he cannot put that Dawn underneath himself, he's going to get caught. But besides that, there's potential here, guys. This guy does not get KO'd, keeps his field alive, and just keeps that pressure on. And black has a lot of, removal. So I think he can gain a field, whereas the opponent cannot get rid of his own field, and making the game really, really hard for the opponent. Also, red has a lot of removal now. So maybe Sabo could just play a bunch of removals and just keep his field alive. Very interesting deck. This could be A to S tier, to be honest with you guys. Just because black and red has so much removal right now, it's gonna be tough to play against this deck, especially when you can't deal with any of his characters. Like a non-attacking leader cannot play against this deck at all. He just non-attack. Rebecca will lose 100% against this deck. She just cannot get to him fast enough. You cannot deal with any of his field, and that's what Rebecca wants to do. Rebecca wants to deal with your field. She doesn't want to attack into you. So this is great. This is a really, really good card. Let's move on. Tier A. I would say tier A for sure. Moving on, guys, we have here Monkey D. Luffy. This is tier 0, guys. I really don't like this card. It's absolutely trash. So activate during your main once per turn. Lose a life from the top of your cards, top of your life, and put it in your hand. Okay, you don't lose it. I guess you put it into your hand, and then gain 1 Dawn if you have 0 or 3 or more Dawn. What the hell? That's trash. So you're telling me I gotta pay 1 life to gain 1 Dawn. This is absolutely not fair. The calculations do not add up. I thought this was a 6k leader. I was like, okay, that makes sense if he's 6k, but he's not even 6k, he's freaking 5k. Absolutely trash leader. I don't want to spend too much time on this Luffy. At least one of these Luffys has to be trash. Sorry guys, but yeah, this is the trash Luffy, guys. Tier 0 for sure. Moving on, we have Sakazuki Navy. Blue, black, never had this combination before. It's a trash combination, it doesn't work with itself at all. I think the only thing good about this combination is their counters. Their counters are really strong. Impact Wave on black, and blue's counters are insane. Besides that, the combination doesn't work. Activate main, once per turn you may trash 1 card from your hand, draw 1 card. That's really good. That's really not that bad. You can use it every turn, once per turn, starting from turn 1. That's really good. But his second ability is trash. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 cost during this turn when attacking. It's free. Both of his abilities are free, which is nice, but I don't think it's enough, man. And I'm going to show you why. When I show you the last leader in this list, you won't believe how strong that leader is compared to something like this. This is okay, I guess. It's tier B, I would say. Tier B, just because he draws a little bit, but that -1 cost is just not enough, man. So what, Sakazuki gets rid of a 6 cost? So what? Or 7 cost? Like, okay, so what? Like, I don't care. I'll just, like, that's not even a big deal to me to lose a 7 cost. And it's going to be very rare for you to even catch a 7 cost. So I really don't like that -1, but I guess it adds up with other characters. But you would have to go heavy on the black side, so I don't even know why blue is in the equation at all. But anyways, guys, this is Sakazuki. I think this is a B tier for sure. Moving on, guys, we got Donzanito, Rosinante. Really interesting special leader. Wow, this is a really cool leader. I think when you block, so he has blocker, but I think whenever you block with him, you actually have to take that life. So you actually get hit, right? Now I could be wrong. Now, if you're not losing a life whenever you take that hit, this is a broken card. Basically, you keep your field from early game to late game safe. But if you do take a life every single time you block, this is trash leader. It's not going to work really well. It's going to force you to drop a lot of cards in your hand. The only good thing about this leader would be to block for, so you can easily counter for your small characters, like small Namis or whatever those 2k searchers or 3k searchers are. You know, the opponent's going to try to hit them with his small characters. That way you can use Donzanito here to block for that. But besides that, you're never going to want to block with him. And his second ability is end of your turn. If you have 6 or less cards in your hand, set this leader is active. That's pretty good, so you can attack then block, but I'm worried that his blocking actually takes life. Now, if it doesn't take life, I could be wrong. If he doesn't lose life every time he blocks, then this is broken. He just blocks every single turn. Just drop all your hand really quickly and then start blocking once per turn. Absolutely insane. But I really do believe that he does lose life every single time he blocks if the attack goes through. So that's going to make him really trash. So there's two differences. If he does block, that's A tier, A to S tier. If he doesn't block, then that's B to F tier. Like, that's F tier for sure. It's not good enough. All right, guys, I think this is our last leader here. Belletti. This leader is going to give me nightmares, not only because she's so hot, and I can't believe I cannot talk to her or get her number, but it's because of she's the most overpowered thing I've ever seen in my life. Look at this character. Leader is insane. Activate main once per turn. You may trash 1 Revolutionary Army type card from your hand. Up to 3 of your Revolutionary Army type characters or characters with a trigger gain plus 3k. So that's a plus 9k for 1 card. That's plus 9 Dawn basically. That's a 9 Dawn play. You thought Trafalgar's Law's 8 Dawn play was off for 2 Dawns. This is a 9 Dawn play for 1 card. Trashing 1 card, you get 9k power potential. Absolutely insane. Towards the late game, you cannot play against this. This is free wins. This is what you give your toddler if you want him to destroy your ass. This is insane, guys. I cannot believe this leader actually exists. I don't even know why they made this leader. This leader is not going to be fun to go against. Like, it's not even fair. Like, show me another leader in the list that I've showed you guys that has something similar to this. 9 Dawn play for 1 card. Like, how can you put Monkey D. Luffy? How can you make Monkey D. Luffy a real card and then next to him in the same set put out Belletti. What the hell, bro? That's unfair. That makes no sense, boys. Holy my god, bro. Not only is she a purple-headed, beautiful, freaking fit, tight, hot, red, that red. I love mi amor el rojo. المهم mi amo el rojo. Anyways, so yeah, she's broken tier S 100%. This is the best leader in the game right now. Besides Trafalgar Law, 100% best leader in the game right now. Absolutely insane. I can't believe they made this card. This activates with triggers, guys. So not only are you worried about her playing triggers from her life every time you attack her, now when she plays that trigger, it's gonna destroy your ass with 8k power for free. Because she trashed one card from her hand by mistake. She dropped it by mistake into the trash can. Absolutely broken, guys. Interested in your opinions? Guys, go ahead, leave your opinions down below. What do you think about these leaders? Did I make a mistake? Is Luffy actually good? Go ahead, leave a comment down below. Actually, if you think Luffy's good, don't comment, bro. I don't want to diss you.